4, 3, 2, 1. Hey. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Pause my stream because it's going to echo. Or mute it. Pause my stream. I have the stream open. Okay. We're the D&D Initiative. We are playing the final session of the Maeve's Wood campaign that I wrote. And then next Sunday, we'll be getting back to Descent to Avernus. I'm here with the usual suspects. Let's do a quick recap. So last session, you busted into the castle after working your way through some vaguely familiar puzzles. You got to a big battle. You fought off every gang leader in the city. Velas and his drow troop helped you out. And now Velas is out, disguised as King Guard, trying to cause mayhem on the surface. But you're left with the task of going underground, finding out more about this drow army. What are their intentions? How did they get there? Seeing if there's anything you can do to stop this impending attack. And finally finding that hellish-looking Nalfishnay. Seeing if there's some way you can save Hazel, who has been revealed to be trapped inside of it. So, let's just get right into it.
All right.
So you, after taking a long rest and bidding adieu to Velas, you all head down the stairs into the castle basement, where you encounter this wall, which looks pretty much exactly like the wall you came to after moving through the temple and finding the ravine full of this army of drow. So let me describe it to you. It's a strangely smooth segment of wall, and it stands out in the basement. The rest of it is made out of like brick and stone, which kind of protrudes, but this one is smooth and holds the insignia of King Garth at its center. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Okay, so what was it that was the insignia?
The wall. He's gone.
I think his mom was talking.
Remember, everybody has the right. So
I was gonna say.
Wait, Sean. Well, wait. Did you hear him?
Not even 5 minutes in. Not even 5 minutes in, folks. Okay.
I lost Jess's video. It doesn't matter. I can still hear her through Danny. We're good.
Yeah, I still have everybody. Okay, so yeah, you come to this segment of wall I've described. What do you want to do?
Okay, it's a wall. All right, word.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you can interpret that it's some form
I heard
of door,
insignia, and then I was just like, okay, word. And then I was like, wait a minute, what's it on?
It essentially had the insignia of King Garth on an actual picture just looks like a bucket helm with a crown on it. And it's just a very plain, like, black, flat design.
Is he playing a guitar?
It's just the helmet. He doesn't have hands.
I just meant bucket hit.
Oh my god. It's not a KFC bucket. Okay.
Can I like check out the insignia, see if there's anything like any raised surfaces maybe?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Ooh.
And kind of describe that to me a little more. Like, what are you actually doing through hands?
I'm like feeling against the wall, trying to see if there's any like indentation, something wacky going on.
The only indentations are at the edges of the section of wall where you assume it can kind of move. But the insignia is just painted on. It's just flat on. No indentation.
I'm just gonna push on it.
Okay. It does start moving. Where do you push it at, actually?
The right side of this next to the insignia.
The right side.
Yeah.
Bad start. No. Okay, so you start pushing on it, and you can feel that it's moving, but there's like a strange kind of resistance where the more you push it, the more resistant it gets. And eventually you get to the point where you can
push even harder. No.
Do you keep pushing?
Yeah, I'll keep pushing.
All right, yeah, you keep
I'll
pushing.
push until I can't anymore.
Yeah, eventually you can't push it anymore, and you feel like if you let go, it's going to spring back at you.
I'm just gonna say I probably am seeing Sean struggle pushing open this door, so I'll try and also lend a hand, just push even further from there.
Yeah, okay. You can only push it like a little bit further, and still it feels like there's like this like mechanism like kind of holding it back.
I put in my efforts.
Danny's pushing too. It only gets a little further, and you can see a crack almost going to the other side, but it's still like you can't get it to go all the way, and you're feeling more and more like it's going to come flying back at you.
Why don't we use the strength of all of us to like ease it back? Because obviously it's gonna snap for one person. Like,
Yeah, just like slowly let off pressure.
I
But
was
still.
I was gonna say, while we haven't pushed this far out, Jess, can you like look up at the top to see if we can see like some sort of mechanism? If like there's some sort of thing there we could
I don't know.
disassemble.
Would that be investigation?
You can see some kind of spiral in the center of it, but you can't make out exactly what it is.
I'm gonna touch it.
It's okay. It just feels like metal.
So it's a
It's just-
spring.
Well, wait. How is it? Where is it relative to, like us?
The spring,
Yeah.
it's at the top center of this portion of wall. So it's kind of above you and to your left, because everyone's pushing on the right side.
Okay, so yeah, quick question: is it like a door and like the spring is here and it's going like that,
Yep.
or is it like that? Okay, so it's the center one. That's
Yeah.
what I
It's
figured.
the end of that.
Is there enough space that somebody could sneak in on the left side where we're not pushing?
I think if all four of you were pushing, one person could probably sneak through the crack.
So probably Sean, right? Is that-
Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll go for
Then
it.
all four of us aren't pushing.
That is true.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, I don't. I don't like that.
Let's all we can go back to doing this. So let's all like lessen the pressure and like let it come back, and then. So wait, so is the spring? What is the orientation of the spring?
Couldn't see. The check was very low.
You can't see if it is it being pulled or is it being pushed by the door?
I don't think you're picturing it exactly.
Oh, okay. I don't.
It's like a coil spring.
Yeah, it's like it's coiled around, so it's just kind of getting coiled tighter.
It's getting okay. That answers that.
Are you gonna like
Do
release?
we have anything? We have to. We're like what, level 10? We have to have something that can like fuck up this spring.
I have mage hand. I can try and just like yank it, but it's under a lot of tension right now. I don't think mage hand is gonna be able to do much.
I try to bash it with
So
a
do
hand
we
axe.
need like magical thing or because like I picked up an explosive.
I mean, I could just like shatter this wall, but it's gonna be loud and it's gonna draw attention.
Yeah.
Um.
Wait, I have an idea. Can we all just let go of the door for a little bit?
Yeah.
Wait, never mind. Keep it up for a second. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cast Arcane Eye and sneak it through the hole in the thing.
You want to sneak it through?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, good call.
Can I see anything on the other side?
So yeah, on the other side, you see the passageway that you had traveled up before. Down below, you can see all the dry. You can see this long, winding path that you can follow down to get to where they are.
Gotcha.
Things seem weirdly lax. Like everybody is geared up and has weapons, but nobody is like lining up or getting ready to go. Everyone's just kind of sitting around, waiting. You do see a large man in silvered armor with iron wings who is floating above and kind of keeping a watchful eye on everybody below. He quickly turns around a corner, though. He doesn't notice you. He just is kind of going around everywhere.
I'm invisible.
Yeah. I mean, you could check out the whole encampment if you want, but in terms of the
That's okay,
door,
yeah.
you can just see how far you've pushed it. It looks about the same on the other side.
Right. So confirming this is the same door. What was the reason why we can't just go through the temple entrance?
The tunnel entrance?
The temple. Yeah.
Oh, because the security got like extremely packed around there, so you'd face heavy resistance going in that way.
Gotcha.
If you were to make your arcane eye travel through there, you would see plenty of elite guards and drow. like patrolling throughout it, and even more on the outside and upper level.
Is Veloz with us right now?
No, Velas left disguised as King Garth to try and
That's right. That's right.
cause some mayhem.
Looking back
about
at the. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what about his one drow companion that survived?
He rezzed like a bunch of them actually,
Oh, that's right.
but they all went with him.
So it's just the 4 of us here.
Mm-hmm.
Back looking at the insignia, the emblem. So it's a bucket helm with a crown.
Yep, same insignia that's on all the elite guards. Like chest armor has like the insignia.
Yeah. I just like whisper to her, like to it, like, "Hail King Garth." Cross my fingers.
Nothing happens.
Sorry, I'm horrible. I drink so much water.
Everybody is allowed to leave.
Are you also holding this door in place as the spring is pushing back on you?
I think we let it
Theoretically.
relax.
I mean, theoretically, if it's a spring and we just keep the pressure there, the spring will lose its power, and then we
You
can
just have
use
to
it
wait.
to release it, push it some more, and then keep going.
Remember
through
that
the
this
process.
battle is impending.
Relax.
I know, but that doesn't mean that nothing's ever gonna happen. Do you
I'm trying
release
to
the
think.
pressure on the door though, or do you keep holding it?
I vote yes.
Release, yeah.
How do you release it?
Slowly.
Just barely walk backwards.
Yeah, I mean, if you release it slowly, it just sinks back into place as it was before.
Let me push on the right side.
Yeah,
Or push. Can I push on the left side?
it's the same thing.
Okay. And there's just. Can you re-describe the room?
The room itself doesn't have anything particularly interesting. It just appears to be a sort of bunker that hasn't really been used. The outskirts of the room, there's plenty of cobwebs and dust on everything. Mostly just supplies laying around, old paintings, maybe some stuff that King Proudus didn't want to display.
I just don't have any good spells for this.
I don't.
Do you release it once you push it on the right side, Danny?
Yeah.
How so?
You know what? I'm gonna keep my hands on it and like position myself so they're flat, and then I'm putting my thing. But I'm gonna jump.
He's gonna jump back off of it.
No, not back.
Just
I'm gonna
jump up.
jump and let it move how it moves. But I have like my hands on it.
Okay, yeah. As you jump and lose your footing, the wall starts to push back
No, I
on
don't
you.
lose my footing. This is planned.
Well, it's not okay. Lose you, but you're not on the ground anymore. There's no traction, is what I'm getting at.
As your footing is no longer your own.
Yeah, but I'm
longer
still
exists.
balanced. I'm an exceptional athlete.
I'll tell you what. Roll Dex saving throw. I say as if that wasn't what was already gonna happen.
Dex. Wait, don't I have advantage?
Why?
Monk.
Barbarian. It might only be while you're raging. I forgot.
Probably while you're reaching.
I thought monks had that for some reason.
They have evasion, so they only take half damage or 0.
Unsuccessful. Whatever.
That's area effects.
Yeah.
Yep, I have dexterity throws against things. Advantage on against things that I can see.
Sorry.
Yep, you can certainly see it. So roll advantage. Dex saving throw.
21.
Oh, you did. Okay, cool. So as you jump, the wall violently spins around with you within it. You manage to keep your balance and kind of hold yourself midair, and it spits you out on the other side of the wall. You know? And now the opposite end of the wall is now facing everybody else in the room.
Gotcha.
sorry. I love this so much because I knew
I-
I knew you were
I'm
gonna
sorry.
get scared.
I was looking through stuff over here. I didn't see where did he go?
I go, hello?
You can hear
Can you hear
it.
me?
Here.
It's muffled, but yeah, you can hear him.
I say, wait, what's your character's name again, Danny?
Tycon.
Tycon.
Tycon. I say, Tycon, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're dead. You're in hell.
Oh, no.
I was able to get one last message to you beyond the grave. So that's why my voice sounds so muffled.
There's a wall between Earth and Hell. It's
Yes.
not that. It's not as thick.
Not
as you
metaphorical.
There's a movie where that's like the premise. Like these people go through this whole hell thing and then they come out upside down, or like they go through and it's a storm drain.
That's because Earth is hell.
It makes you
Who's the
think.
real monsters? So what do you guys do now?
I assume we eventually get our
Just-
shit together, and I'll do the
yeah.
same thing.
Just do it.
Yeah. So do you all want to try and like spin with it the same way Danny did?
Yes.
Okay. That's
I
Uh,
yell,
same.
back up before.
that's a deck save to do it that way.
There's definitely a better way.
I'm not just gonna.
Mod 20.
That's
Yes.
yep. That's good.
Yes.
Oh god.
21.
No.
Oh, okay. Everybody manages to effortlessly spin through this door.
I'm
I
glad
say
we're
Jess
using
is
our
so
good
good that she makes it back to the side she started out on.
She does like a full like 480 degrees. Like she goes back to the original side and then back to your side. But yeah, you all tumble out. Now you're on this pathway that leads down to the encampment. The man of the armor is nowhere to be seen.
480 degrees.
Something like that, right? It's hard.
It's worth mentioning that this army, while mostly drow, is like a good mix of like everybody who's in town. There's sprinklings of humans, dwarves, elves, dragonborn, pretty much you name it, except for some of the weird ones. There's no Asimars there. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what's our actual game plan?
Get him.
This army is fairly large, hundreds, maybe thousands of people.
Well, that part's no problem.
Lost somewhere.
Velas?
Were we supposed to meet him somewhere?
No, he gave you a sending stone and told you to keep him updated.
Oh.
But he is on the surface, disguised as King Garth, causing some unseen mayhem.
Alright, let's
Um,
drown him.
I'm not sure how we're gonna do it yet, but we're gonna figure this out. Does anyone have a orb of tsunami?
Tornami, Danny.
No, damn it! I hate myself so much.
You can see there's nobody really guarding the way in or around. I mean, everybody down there is armed, but nobody is specifically looking for a fight at this moment.
Do we have? Can we see like where we would expect like? So there's the big person in armor that's floating and watching all this. Is there anybody else that we can see that's like in charge?
At
Or,
this
like a
moment,
big tent.
no, there's a lot of tents down there. From this distance, I wouldn't say you can really tell who's in charge. You don't see the demon or anybody that particularly stands out. That guy in armor has also disappeared. You do see just a couple of makeshift buildings kind of built into the wall on the opposite side, but essentially it's split into there's like a large encampment where everybody is stationed in that and staying. Off to the side, there's a couple of long and thick buildings built into the walls, kind of carved out and shoved in. And then the passage continues down further, but you can't see from where you are. It's pretty large. But if you were to go down the path, you would essentially arrive right to where people are camped out, so to speak.
And the path is the only way down.
Yep. I mean, unless you want to try and scale the wall, but that would look a little suspicious.
We could do a hamster ball with O's resilient sphere.
That was awesome.
Knock them out like pins.
I have fly. I don't have like invisibility or anything.
We could try like an old fashioned like see if there's one person like try to sneak in, see if there's one person separated and interrogate them kind of thing. I don't know.
It seems like you can just walk right in.
Seems like it.
You can just walk right in.
Well, like, are we trying to fight like right now?
This many people, I don't
We
think that would go.
probably no. The action economy would be out of our favor ever so slightly.
It's almost as if combat is not the best option here.
But not
Yet.
not an option.
Okay, then we walk right in.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
You could just walk right down to the encampment. No one seems to give you a second look. They don't have any standardized armor or weapons. Everyone's just kind of has their own thing going on. Everybody is armed and wearing like various, some people leather, some people chain, some people plate, different simple weaponry. But people are just kind of sitting around having conversations, a couple of beers. Some people are eating.
Just gonna wander around and kind of get a lay of the land, so to speak, and see if I happen to, like, without going too far, happen to like run into somebody of interest.
Yeah, I mean, as you're walking around, it's more of the same as you continue down the encampment path. Just people of different backgrounds and stories, just kind of waiting for something to happen. At this point, you can kind of make out who is like a higher level officer. They're wearing an insignia, which is not King Garth's. And guess what? I made a handout.
Ooh.
So yeah, these insignia are being worn by some people who seem to be more in charge. There's one person in particular who has a case of them open in his tent actually, but he's sitting in the doorway. But yeah.
He just has a case of them?
Yeah.
Is this guy like the highest ranked person?
Looking at him, it doesn't seem so. Seems to be. I mean, he does have a great sword, which seems to be almost like a status symbol here, versus people who are just holding short swords or crossbows. But yeah, he's just kind of sitting there making conversation with a dwarf and an elf.
How much attention is he paying to the case of them?
He's not looking at them, but he is just sitting right in the doorway of his tent. So there's no real way in there without getting past him. It's not like he's literally like keeping him in his sight at all times, but probably someone in charge of distribution.
Is the flying person still just like floating there, or are they actively doing things?
No,
You don't see them around.
Oh, they're gone now. Okay.
You do see, emerging from one of the long buildings, the Nalvishne walks out, accompanied by 4 people who are clearly a class above everybody else standing out here. They walk up to an opening in the wall, which doesn't appear strange at first, but you see them hold up one of these sigils and say something. And then suddenly, it's like, you ever not notice that there's white noise in a room until it stops? It's almost like that. There's like a blue aura that you couldn't see until it was absent. They pass through the barrier and suddenly it's back, and it rises above the entrance.
So we're gonna need one of these puppies.
And the password.
Mm-hmm. An arcane eye doesn't have ears, right?
No ears. I'd have to cast Arcane Ear for that.
Much more difficult spell because you can't see where you're going.
Well, all right. Like percentage-wise, how many people are have these sigils?
Very small percentage of them. Like out of like the hundreds of thousands of people, you probably see a good 10, 20 maximum who are wearing them.
Because like they have more authority or power or something.
I mean, something like that. I
they're
assume.
they're given the
Supposedly.
responsibility of having one be able to go through the gate. So presumably they're stronger.
This might be a long shot, but one of the personality traits of my whatever is that because of the whole knowledge thing, I've read every book in Candlekeep. Could I make like a religion or history check to see if I know anything about it?
Yeah, you can make a history check.
Watch this. This is gonna be terrible.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You recognize it as the symbol of House Bainra. It's a drow house, like a royal house. Also, the one person who you know to be in the house, who we've discussed previously, is Quenthel, who has been alluded to be here, but you've never seen. But yeah, they are wearing the sigil of that house.
Do we know what Quenthal looks like?
I mean, you could approximate, but not specifically. You
I
could
was just
definitely
saying,
tell
like-
that her presence wouldn't be something that would be hard to miss.
All right, that's what I was saying.
Like,
it's
she's not
we-
just
we've
sitting out
walked
here.
past her. Yeah.
I mean, she is a high drow priestess. She'd be wearing some crazy cleric gear and royal garb. Stick out like a sore thumb compared to all these peasants.
Right. What if she's on like secret boss?
And she might be behind the barrier. Or not.
We
Or
should probably
maybe
talk to
it's just
someone
more skin.
who doesn't have one.
What do you say, Danny?
We should probably talk to someone who doesn't have the insignia.
Yeah, you can approach people and talk to them if you'd like.
All right.
Hello, people. How do you feel about propaganda?
Is there someone who looks like they don't have any weapons or?
No, everybody is armed at this point, but nobody's really waving their weapons around or, you know.
All right. Well,
Does anyone look like they really don't want to be there?
Yeah, there's 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 a dwarf talking to a gith, and the gith looks really, really bored. As you approach them, you can hear the dwarf saying, "No, no, 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 no. It's nothing like moonlight tears. It's nothing like that. Not even close. Like this poison was potent."
I thought he was gonna say, "Hey, Gith, what do you call a morally dubious object?"
Oh. So you approach them? Anybody?
I'll walk up.
Yeah, you walk up. They kind of stop their conversation and just look at you. Not in like a mean way, but just like, this guy's walking up to me right now.
What you fellas up to?
Oh, you're approaching me?
Same as anybody, I'm just waiting for the order.
Ah, yeah.
It gets like waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah, it has felt like that. So, what are your guys', where are you guys from?
We're
The stall.
same as everybody. We're from Maeve's Wood. What are you talking about? We were part of that shitty moon dancer run city for a long time till laissez-faire came along.
I see.
Are you excited or what?
Or what?
Yeah. You know. I guess you could say I'm excited. What would you say you're most excited about?
Gith says, I just want things to go back to normal. I just want to live in a regular house, in a regular city, live a regular life.
You may ask yourself, How did I get here?
I mean, same as everybody. You know, we got rescued by Laissez Faire from this tyrannical rule of moon dancers.
I got a quick question. So, you know the Bonray symbol. I forget what the name was.
Bainra.
Bainra symbol. I dropped mine. Do you know where I go to get another one?
You're telling me you got a sigil and you dropped it?
I mean, you know me, 2 hands, all thumbs.
I mean, you could try to run it past Sisum if you're feeling brave, but that dude, he's crazy.
You and me both. uh, can you tell me where he's at right now?
Yeah, he's standing right over there. And he points to the guy who is sitting in front of the case of sigils.
Gotcha. Anyone else got anything?
Nah. It was nice talking to you, fellas. Toodaloo.
Good luck to you.
God bless. I hope you get your house. I really do. I really
It just kind of nods to you.
respect.
So my question to you as a GM is, what are you going to do about this army?
We were hoping it's like kill the leader. They all
Yeah.
the spell breaks or whatever. You know.
I just don't have anything tying him here. You know? It seems like if he said like they're all from here.
Yeah.
So if they're all from there, I imagine they all have a similar sentiment. It's probably like a do this or you won't get back kind of deal. So like that being the case, it seems like they'd be happy if we tried to get out and took the lead.
We also heard that they think the city is being run by moon dancers and that they're part of some other faction now.
That it was. I thought it was run by, or at least moon dancer related people, because that's what Veloz is.
Definitely was, but I think
Yeah.
the sentiment I was at least trying to convey is that they believe this whole tyrannical rule is also moon dancers. Like every terrible thing that's been happening.
Interesting. I don't know how you fix that.
Modify memory on a mass scale.
Yeah.
Level 10 spell.
I just keep taking big naps.
We'll whittle them down.
Yeah.
If
I mean, if they don't get the order, we have all the time in the world.
True.
yeah,
I mean, this stuff is kind of at your option. The session can be a lot shorter than it needs to be.
let's first step. Let's just try to get our hands on one of these sigils,
Yeah.
and then go from there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're just going to grab a sigil and try to get in there, we're just going to go right into combat. And shit's going to go down. And that's going to be the session. More so, I also wrote it this way because the other group has been talking a lot about wanting to start a revolution and, like, kind of uprising. This is a bit of your opportunity to do that.
A bit late for that.
Yeah.
We've just been mowing people down.
Yeah. Let's okay.
Mowing down the people in control. I mean, these are the regular people of the city. Now, who are...
Well, we don't want to hurt them.
I mean, they're gonna
gonna-
hurt themselves in confusion. You know.
I got a plan to run by y'all. What if I just modify the sigil keeper's memory into him thinking that I am supposed to be getting a sigil soon, and then I just walk up and get the sigil.
I think that's as good a plan as any.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that. I just double check. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't say that if I fail, they are aware. Yeah, no. So if I fail, it's okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and find an alleyway close to him or something.
It's
I
all.
just need to be within 30 feet that I can see. I mean, at least within a crowd where I'm because there are verbal and somatic components.
Yeah.
I don't want to just go around oh, I'm casting a spell.
Yeah, sure. Make a stealth check, or I guess it'd be deception, just to kind of act casual as you do it.
Are you sure it's not a stealth check?
It could be a stealth check. If that's
I make my roll an 18.
It didn't matter.
So it becomes a 23.
Yeah, I mean, you get one weird look, but the guy doesn't seem to really. He just kind of glances at you and goes back to his conversation. So you could successfully cast it under the radar.
Right.
Now he has to make a what?
Wisdom save. Wisdom save against 17.
Yikers! He succeeds. What does it say happens if it on a failure?
I think nothing.
Yeah, he just kind of blinks a couple times.
Right, the creature has advantage, but it's not a failed save. I don't see anything about.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Yeah. So just nothing.
Okay.
It's just memories modified.
All
Worth a
right.
shot.
Yeah,
At-
worth a shot.
At this
We're-
point, do you have another idea? Or
It was just gonna be the old-fashioned way. Somebody distract him, and I'll try to sneak by.
okay. At this point, you do hear the flapping of wings once again, and as you look up, the man in the silvered armor is kind of hovering above you and slowly descending to the ground.
Near us?
Yeah, right next to Gwen. And as he lowers himself, and you can get a better look at him, you see that it's your old pal Galtazar.
Oh man.
Oh,
Love
man.
that guy.
He lands next to you, arms folded, and just looks at you.
I look away, I don't see him.
Really? Hev? This is what we've come to.
Did somebody say my name?
You know I can sick this entire army on you right now if I'd like.
I know you're not going to because you haven't.
Yeah.
How do I know I can trust you? You don't. He
Why
says,
not?
A fair point. Listen, I still hate you. I still resent you for what happened. But I don't hate you for fighting me. That was my mistake. I was rash in assuming your incompetence. Is that what you want to hear?
No, I want to hear how we're gonna stop this from happening.
If I knew the answer to that, it'd be over already. My only concern is finding.
Oh, I assumed you maybe knew how, but you just didn't have the resources or ability.
Nope. All I know.
Two.
All I know is that the love of my life is trapped inside of a demon. And I never got the chance to tell her that. I don't know how to save her, and I didn't want you to kill her. But at this point, I don't have any other ideas.
What happens if I just polymorph the Nafashne back into what's her name? Hazel.
I don't think Hazel's not a beast. So-
Fair enough.
Wouldn't you say she's become one, though?
That's a good point. Can you get us one of these sigils to get in?
He looks down at his chest and he's wearing one. He says, "Suppose I could. What's your plan once you get in there?"
Don't know what's behind the wall.
It's just where that demon likes to hang out. They're probably discussing a battle tactic right now.
Who would be? Who is they?
The demon and their elite guards.
Anybody worth caring about?
If you're planning to go in there fighting, I'd watch out. 2 of them are elite snipers. Skill on a level you couldn't even imagine for somebody in this army.
Seems a lot like Deadshot.
Very similar, yes.
2
Thank you.
2 of them are paladins.
Alley-oop, baby.
And then, of course, there's the demon, and I don't know how you plan on fighting her.
Very carefully.
I'm going to inject an explosive into their neck that I control on the app on my phone.
So your plan is just to waltz in there, roll a couple of dice.
Wow, none of us have swords. I was gonna go, this is katana.
Why is she on your team? She's an excellent fighter. If that's the only criteria, why don't you just get one of the dozens of superheroes?
All right. Anyway, okay. So 2 paladins, 2 snipers. How large is the area that we would be going into?
Fairly large. Probably 100 feet each way. Maybe more. Maybe I could pull out.
Is there
my
anything to
measuring
hide
tool.
behind?
There's plenty of rubble.
Yes.
Oh, it's more than 100 feet. It's like 150 feet.
We're not gonna have any issues then.
Listen, you might be able to kill that demon, but if Quenthal shows up, you're all toast. And then I'm going to be the one who gets in trouble.
So how do we deal with Quenthal?
Why? Wait, is that a real
No,
thing that you're going to be in
I'm
trouble?
fucking around.
Okay.
With the cameras.
Listen, I just care about Hazel. If defeating that demon is how to save her, then so be it. If it puts her to bed, then so be it. But I know she's still alive somewhere in there. She's been reaching out to me in my dreams.
Same.
And I can't stand to think that we're just going to sit here and do nothing.
I wonder what the possibility is that you're just dreaming those things because someone you love
Guilt?
swallowed by a demon.
Maybe.
I feel like that's actually a pretty natural response to that situation.
Once again,
That's like a
therapist.
really, I was about to say, that's a really normal trauma response. You should
Well-
see somebody and talk about that. I'd recommend some EDMR.
Is there any such thing as a therapist in D&D?
You'd have to
There
hope.
should be.
Maybe not here.
There's no institutionalized
Do we
resources
think
for
that
me in this
there's-
time period.
Or now.
Do we think that like a casting of dispel magic could bring her back? Like-
Maybe.
A really high. I mean, what's the highest you can cast it at? 5th?
I guessed it at 5, yeah.
I'm not even sure if Hazel's magic would contest with Quenthal's.
Where is Quenthel right now?
Specifically, I don't know. She rarely makes appearances around here. I don't know if you've noticed, but she likes to get a bunch of people to be her face and do her dirty work.
Is there anything? What's Quenthel's goal in all of this? Do you know?
Her goal, I like adventure, I guess. I know for certain that she wants to do away with the moon dancers. Why she wants to do that, I would be guessing.
Because they are apparently horribly incompetent.
Well, she doesn't want drow escaping from their society, and her herself, she's been disgraced from her family for a long time. Maybe she sees it as a way to be like her ticket back in.
She's been disgraced from her family. There we go. That could be
Where's her
useful
family?
somehow.
Maybe we could talk to him.
Who?
Her family, where are they?
This campaign just got a lot longer.
They are deep. They are
Into the Underdark.
deep in the Underdark.
I say we go have a combo. I have a feeling that
Quick
if I
five.
have Breves, we're gonna get to him.
Quintel's grandmother is having a full hysterecto.
All I'm saying is her power is nothing to be toyed with. I don't know if we've realized this yet, but she was the one who caused this whole situation in our group.
Yeah, here's the thing. We know that, but I don't know what other choice we have than just going in there and fighting. Like,
What are we gonna do?
do you think
Probably-
if we could convince everybody around here to fight with us, could we take her down?
Maybe.
What do you? Okay, so you've been spending time with these people. Like, what they're? It sounds like they've been lied to. What exactly is the story they're being told about the moon dancers?
They think the moon dancers are still in control of the city. They think every terrible thing that's been happening to them is the fault of the moon dancers and their incompetent rule.
So this is a sort of almost fake revolution.
In a sense, that's how they picture it, yeah.
Have they seen most of the people here? Have they seen Quenthel? Like with their own eyes?
Most? Probably not, no. They all seem to be under the impression that the demon's in charge.
Okay, what if we convince them that Quenthel was the leader of the moon dancers?
You're going to try and convince them that a drow high priestess is leading the moon dancers.
Well, the moon dancers are mostly drow, to be fair.
Yeah, but nobody's more embedded in drow society than a priestess of Lolith.
Unless they have been
Just
exiled
the
from their family.
Yeah.
Can anybody cast like message? Can
I
we
got
get
it.
in contact with Quenthel's family?
Message is not sending.
Oh, sending, yeah.
Yeah, I
Fuck.
don't have.
Good luck with that.
I can peek on them with my scrying orb crystal ball.
This, if you
Oh,
just
okay.
want to run in there and hit stuff, I'll just give you the sigil.
Oh,
I
you're
did-
giving us the sigil regardless.
Yeah.
But we're
how
coming
do
up with
you-
a plan after.
Is there a passphrase you need to get in?
Yeah. You have to say for House Bainra
How's Banner?
while presenting the symbol.
Okay. Now, is that the number 4 or the word 4?
It doesn't matter phonetically.
It does. The
This is why I hate all of you. As a DM,
Do
I'm gonna
you
tell you,
happen
you
to-
don't have to do anything. If there's an idea that works that you're interested in, I'm willing to entertain it. But I'm
I
gonna
guess
make
my question for Galtazar is like, okay, if we go in there and we win that fight, how are the people here going to react?
well, most of them wouldn't even know it happened unless you showed them.
Yeah.
But without any leadership, I don't know. Maybe someone else would take charge. Maybe they would all just... They're all pretty hell-bent on the idea of reclaiming the city from moon dancers regardless. And they know today is the day.
Well, let's step one is obviously just go in and fight that fight, I guess. Let's just do that. See what happens. Your job, you have one job, Balthazar, and that is to keep everybody here in line.
How do you expect me to do that without a sigil?
With your your charming personality.
Wait, really?
I don't know. Wait, isn't this guy a paladin?
No, he's a fighter.
Ah.
Actually, now he's a warlock. So
Well, then he
Either way,
High
so you
charisma.
have to figure that out. Yeah.
I could try to keep the situation contained here. Yeah.
All right. Well then, let's go.
Yeah, I'd say we start off with this fight, and we use it to start the revolution.
All right. Let's go right into this this shit.
We'll fuel the fire.
Okay, we'll be right back.
The
I'm turning
rich.
on all that.
I do love revolutions. You can
If
call me a revolution
you
lover.
don't want a revolution, something will happen. It'll just be the conclusion of the campaign. It doesn't matter. Everybody else has been talking about it since literally session 1. Like they walked into that residential area and they were like, all right, how do we get these people to start an uprising? But I did have a feeling a strictly social area would crash and burn. So here we are, rolling dice. Like we were meant to.
That's who I am, Captain.
I'm kind of waiting for Sean.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you could see what we're dealing with here.
All right.
So as you enter, they are discussing battle strategy. Talking about taking different groups to different areas, flanking and such. You can see we have 2 paladins in heavy armor, positioned between you and the Nalfishne, the head of the room. Both snipers are positioned up on a large walkway you can see at the far side. Why? Because fuck you. What do you want to do?
So we could hear some of what their battle strategy is?
Yeah.
Okay. So since I've read every book in Candlekeep, can I make like a
We're really locking in on this.
whatever history check to see if I would know a battle strategy to combat that?
So you've read The Art of War. I mean,
I think you're reaching a little bit, homegirl.
I mean, their strategy is essentially just to move people in different squadrons through the various entry points that they have to the city, position them around the waterfront.
That's okay.
So the Moon Dancers are essentially in kind of a D-Day situation. If this army was to get to the surface.
How high up is this like little waterfall thing?
That's like probably 30 feet up.
Oh shit. Okay.
The second ledge is like 20.
20 and
And then there's a large hole leading further into the Underdark there.
I knew you said these are like
Heavily armored paladins.
what race?
They're both different races.
Okay.
One is an orc, and one's an Azamar. I lied.
Damn.
See, this is why I asked.
The 2 snipers are both drow, because I like the tokens for how they actually look for those 2. Less proud of the paladin tokens, but that's okay.
From how far zoomed out I am, I can't see what they look at all. So
Yeah, it's a big map. The grid looks even worse because this map was intended to be bigger than I even made it. Like,
yeah.
fuck that. This thing was like 500 feet across. I was like, who are you? What type of historical battle are we trying to have here? At this point, the Nalthusne almost sniffs at the air and peers over in your direction. She says, so, the legendary Suicide Squad has finally come to take my power away from me.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Is your plan to meander behind that rock for much longer? Or are you
I
here
did
to
about however
die?
long we want.
you were coming up with your battle plan. We were coming up with ours.
You can
You
move
got a head start.
your tokens if you want to be positioned differently, but I think we're going to be rolling initiative here.
Okay. I mean, we're probably like more behind it. Yeah. Duh. Macro.
God, I wish I had music.
You could play the happy birthday song.
No.
You
Oh,
can.
wow. Wait. Did that not include Dex? Why?
2.
Also, we can see that.
Oh, you can see the navigation. Okay, that's not
Yeah.
good. I will fix that.
That's why I said 2.
Well, you can see it on the turn tracker,
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
so I didn't even think.
I forgot about that.
But
Yeah, they're
Let
popping
me
off
adjust
in
both rolled nat
initiative
20s,
here.
yeah.
not the navigation.
Somehow I'm well, yeah. Besides the Nefesh, I'm the one struggling in initiative.
With an 18? Yeah.
Pathetic.
Struggling.
All right, Gwen. What you gonna do?
I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This puts me 40 feet away. Not a ton I can do. But I get magic missiles for free. Cast out the Nalvishne.
Okay.
10 damage.
Just checking. Yep. The magic missiles plant firmly in the large pig belly of the Nalvishne. You definitely do damage, but it barely flinches.
Yeah, it's 10 damage.
All right. Anything else, Gwen?
No, I'm good.
Danny.
Alright, well, let's see.
Ticonderoga.
5, 10, 15,
Not to be confused with Ty goes to the roller.
25, 30, 40, 45. Alright. Let me make the slow approach.
That's all you can move. I thought you had more movement than that.
Oh, I guess I could dash.
I guess you are forced to move like diagonally.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is this something I can hide behind? These two things?
Theoretically, yes, but that one guy you're not going to be hidden from.
No, I meant just from the archers.
From the archers, you can try. Yeah.
Do I get cover? Well, I had to dash as the action. I was just wondering if I have cover because there's two things.
Yeah, you would have about half cover
Okay,
to 3/4 cover, maybe.
that's where I'll go. Can't do anything else.
Okay, Jess.
Oh wait, no, wait.
What?
Yes, rage bonus action.
Okay, cool. Now, Jess.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I am going to right here cast insect plague.
Oh.
Ooh. How big is that again?
20 feet.
It's a 20-foot radius. 20-foot radius sphere. The point I choose. They have to make a con save.
Okay. Can you ping where you're putting it? Like, who's getting hit by this?
All 3 of them.
The 3 of them, not Danny.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, but not Danny.
Just have it kind of like that, even though that's not exactly right. Let me just move it. Yeah, that's about right, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's at the start of their turn. They do that. I think it's when you start your turn there or move into it.
Yes.
Each creature,
Enters
when the area appears.
When it appears. Okay, cool. Then they will do that now. See some con saves.
Oh, it must also make the throw when it enters the spell for the first time or ends its turn there.
Ends its turn there. Got it. What's your DC?
-16.
Okay. Oh wow. I rolled for the snipers because I'm stupid. Okay, that's a failure, and a success on one of the paladins.
Okay, so I can do the mouse thing.
Are you rolling the wait?
I'm rolling the damage.
The damage is
It already rolled it.
Does?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was just putting it
oh,
It's
in.
2 more damage than what you rolled, so we're
I
good.
didn't roll that. Yeah. Okay.
But it's also plus. Is it plus damage? Or because it's not an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the 40-10.
Sorry, I didn't even see that.
All right. They all seem not super phased by the damage, but you certainly do some. Just trying to.
Oh, it's also the area is lightly obscured and it's difficult terrain.
Got it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else. Oh, I'm gonna move. Please hold. Where am I gonna move? I'm gonna just move up here next to Glenn. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Got it. A great plague of locusts springs out from the ground, and suddenly you can't see through the middle of the room. They all get bit up by these bugs. Sean, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna come over here.
Mm-hmm.
Select move. And since the area is lightly obscured, I'm going to attempt to hide.
There's still going to be a sniper who's not looking through it.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to see me, but my goal is I'm trying to get where the bugs are to and just get at an angle maybe over here in the shadows or whatever where the alpha snake can't see me.
The alpha snake definitely would have to be contested. So yeah, make your stealth roll.
28. Oh wait, it might be a 32 technically. No, okay, 28.
Is that impacted by true sight? Just a theoretical question.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
thanks.
there you go.
Yeah,
That's
Gwen
true.
whispering. What's that? True sight? Yeah, the alpha snake can still
How
see
far
you.
do they have true sight out to?
Is that something I should even tell you, Sean?
This is fair.
I mean, if it's that distance, then
It's
no.
pretty far. I'll say
Cool.
that. You successfully hide from this sniper up here, though.
Yeah, but I can't really shoot him from here, I don't think. What's the range on a longbow? Let's find out.
Longbow, it's
think it's
200
You're 135
without
feet.
disadvantage.
Does it say here? 150.
150.
All right, fuck it, sure. Long range sniper battle here.
150, 600.
So you said I'm 130 away.
135, but yeah.
Okay. Well then, why am I not allowed to select anything?
Rough.
Here we go.
Ooh,
Wow.
It's gonna be
that's some hefty damage.
That's some hefty damage.
yeah.
All right, you're knocking this sniper right to bloodied with this attack. So, how does this go in your head? How you picture it? That's
it's
a
just
poor phrasing.
Yeah. They're a sniper. Do they also have bows?
Yeah, they have longbows, like composite bows, look fairly complex.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So I'm waiting for them because they're I'm assuming scanning, looking for an open shot, and I'm waiting for them to look and see oh, I'm gonna shoot. They have line of sight on Danny or something and they're lining up that shot, and right when they get distracted is when I fire.
Yeah, and you just pierce
Right
them
in the gut.
right in their gut. Yeah, they're already looking super rough. They're bleeding out of their gut. This arrow sticking out of them, but they leave it in. They know what happens when you pull
Okay,
arrows
and
out.
then so I bonus action hit and then did that. I'm gonna hang off the side.
All right, looking down, this goes down for hundreds of feet. You can't see the bottom, even with dark vision.
Okay,
Just letting you know.
that's fine.
Okay, the other sniper is up. This sniper is going to take a shot at you, Danny.
Okay.
Let's see what the roll is. Damn, okay. Let's see what the second attack roll is. 25, okay. As they fire this arrow, It passes seamlessly through all of the insects without touching them, as well as the rock you're hiding behind. It goes right through it, hits you right in your shoulder, dealing 14 while you're raging, so 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's going to be their turn, though. They missed the other attack. Next, we have this guy, who is going to move 1, 2, 3, 6 tiles over here. Actually, over here. No, right here.
Don't forget that the thing is difficult terrain.
He wasn't like in it.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I'm
he
just
was on
saying.
the edge of it. So he is actually going to. I think he'd be able to see you, Sean, since you revealed yourself. So he is. He is going to cast Compelled Duel on you.
Oh.
Yeah, make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
$17.
That's a fail, Sean.
No, I made it a 17.
Oh, you made it to 17. That's a success.
Plus 4, which is 21. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah,
Thank you, Gwen.
for a moment you feel yourself like you're compelled to go and fight this guy and not to move too far away from him, but you hear Gwen shouting and it shocks you out of this haze you were in for a moment. That's going to be his turn. The next one is going to step out of the play and he's going to strike his blade. All of a sudden there's a holy light that licks his blade as he goes to swing into you, Danny. With a 18 to hit.
Okay.
Okay, so the normal weapon attack does 16 slashing and 2 radiant damage.
Okay.
You also take an additional 13 from the smite he put on his blade and make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
That's a success. You feel your vision starting to leave you, but you snap out of it. You almost went blind. Next, we have the sniper who just got wrecked by Sean a moment ago. He can't see you, can he? If you're hanging off the side.
My hope was no.
He fires his first arrow into the wall adjacent to you. And it has like kind of a light bluish glow to it. His next arrow he fires at you. Not one. Great. He tries to make it so the arrow passes through the wall and travels right to you, Sean. But he accidentally forgets to phase through his companion, dealing some piercing damage to the paladin. The one in front of Danny.
Yeah.
Now we got the main event. The Nalfishnag, who suddenly disappears from this swarm of insects and reappears right here.
God damn it.
But teleports in action, so that's it. Gwen.
Okay. Let me just see some range things real fast. 40. That's not gonna be enough, so I will take the opportunity attack from the Nalfishnag. And then I'm gonna cast Steel Wind Strike, where I make a hit against the 2 paladins of Nalfishnag.
I'm sorry, how did you get away from him? Did you just walk away?
Yeah, I said I took I'm taking the opportunity
Okay,
attack.
cool. Sorry, I was thinking of something for a second. He will try to bite you.
Go for it.
16 to hit.
I think Ty goes to roller. Let me just double check. Yeah, 16.
30 piercing damage.
Oof. All right.
He rolled a nat 20 with the advantage, so that would have been a lot worse. But okay, Steel Wind Strike.
Yeah, so
all
in
3
order,
hit.
Yeah, okay, I figured. I'm just gonna. I guess I'll keep the damage just for all the same 26 force.
Okay. Your Steel Wind Strike rips through Both the paladins? And
And then Alpha Knight, yeah. 30-foot range.
awesome.
And then I'm going to take the opportunity to teleport myself within 5 feet of one of the targets that I
Nice.
targeted. Go right over there.
The paladin you just teleported in front of is now bloodied. We may have gone over this, but what does Steelwind Strike like visually look like?
It's like the anime thing where like I have my little dagger and it's in a tiny little sheath. I just hold in front of me and I just go, and then like there's like slash marks in front of all people. I teleport away.
I'm picturing like Sephiroth's dash attack from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Presumably, yes. I haven't seen it.
I guess Sean would be the only one who could
Yeah,
revert.
yep, pretty much.
Okay, though. Really good turn there. Danny, you're up with a bloody paladin right in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna swing with reckless attack. 20 to hit,
Tie goes to the roller.
12 damage.
You bash him.
Now I go, you stupid dummy! Don't take my sight. Swing again. 20 to hit,
That's a tie goes to the roller.
7 damage. I attack again.
You hit him again. You're just beating the shit out of this guy.
7 damage.
He's
Fury of blows.
What? What is happening? 20 again. Yeah, you smack him in the face. Just... Oh, God. Don't you get another one? The Fury of Blows?
That's 4 attacks.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Yeah, you would get 4 total.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, what does this combo look like? You have this guy in extremely thick armor. Like, how are you comboing it this well?
Alright, well, unarmed strikes, I'm just going to take the liberty of saying they can be punches and kicks.
I like that.
So I go like a kick to like the waist to lower the guard, and then just like jab, hook, jab.
Nice, yeah. You just bounce around his fucking head like a speed bag, and his ears are ringing by the end of it. He's looking super, super rough now. Also, I'm definitely down for you to be kicking him as well, because last night I asked Sean how he finished somebody off with an Eldritch Blast, and he said he blasted his arm, then his leg, and then he took out a knife and stabbed him in the head.
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay, sure. We're being loose with the rules today. All right, though. Very solid. Jess, what do you want to do?
If I move, he gets an opportunity attack, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
No, he uses reaction against me.
Oh, yeah, he did. No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay, so then I can move.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm going to move here. And wait. Hold on.
How much movement do you have?
Hold on, that's what I'm checking. I think that was the wrong one.
Also, you could turn into an elemental.
Do we need that right now?
This is the big fight. This is the
I mean, to be fair, she can't cast her spells when she's an elemental.
Yeah.
So maybe better to use all the spells first. Or some spells, at least.
fair.
So, okay, that's 30, and I'm going to cast Blight on the big guy.
Okay. He fails the Constitution saving throw.
37 necrotic.
This guy right here?
No.
Which guy?
An
The,
elvish day.
yeah.
Oh,
Bless you.
I'm sorry. I have to re-roll the save then because I thought you were talking about one of the paladins. That's my bad. Constitution. He succeeds.
I think that's still half.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, taking some solid damage, but the Nalvishne is still looking pretty tough at this point. Anything else?
I don't need to do anything else now.
Okay, Sean. You're the last one up before the whole entire round is enemies. What do you want to do?
All right. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. I'm a thief rogue, and this is what they do. I jump like back, like Assassin's Creed, like you like leap off the ledge
Yeah.
this way, and I'm throw my grappling hook to latch on over here.
You're a madman.
I don't even know what to do for that.
God, please fail.
That would be awesome.
Just for the meme.
I feel like it would be a to hit, but does the grappling hook have like a to hit bonus?
No, grappling hook. I just spent the entire round looking up. There are absolutely 0 rules.
Okay, then let's just do acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
It's got to
Okay.
be high. I'm telling you.
Alrighty.
This is a tense moment.
Son of a bitch! I wanted you to fall and die so bad. Okay, yeah, you successfully hook onto the
I
other
also
side.
have climbing stuff, so eventually I would hit the wall and climb up. It would be fine. I would just
Yeah.
waste the entire combat climbing back up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you successfully latch on to the other side, and you're hanging off this cliff by your grappling hook.
All right, and then I start climbing up. So that's 10. So I have 25. How much movement would it take for me to get up to the ledge over on the other side?
Where you're talking about?
So like theoretically, I'm hanging off, right?
Oh, and you have to climb up your rope to get there.
Yeah.
15.
15. Okay, so I can get all the way up, in my normal movement. And then because there isn't much else I can do, hopefully I can make it so that this guy doesn't get a turn. So I'm gonna fire at the paladin next to them.
All right.
I don't get advantage because I'm not hiding or anything. Token, please.
Sean will finally make a not insane roll.
But it is sneak attack.
Everybody watch closely.
Only 15 to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
Yeah.
These guys are thickly armored, wearing a plate mail with a kite shield as well. Okay.
I'm satisfied.
I mean, you didn't die, so we'll call it a win. Okay.
Badass move.
The sniper is going to take a shot at you, Gwen,
Mm-hmm.
loading another strange arrow into the bow. With the nat 1, what is happening? Please.
I'm
Kate.
untouchable.
She accidentally hits the paladin, because that is what we're resorting to. He's still up, though. It was only 8 damage. The arrow still bounces off of after slicing through the paladin, bounces off and hits you, Danny, for 4 damage.
What in the world?
She's gonna fire another one of those strange bouncy arrows at you. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, okay.
That'll be 13 piercing damage, and again the arrow bounces off and deals 6 damage to you, Danny.
I don't believe you.
It's how it's gonna go, Danny.
I refuse to subtract it. No, I
Now is the insect plague still up?
Yeah.
Okay. This paladin is gonna walk up here then, and he is going to light his blade with a smite and try and swing at you, Jess.
No.
The 22 to hit. That's 9 slashing and 5 radiant damage. But then, of course, he also used his smite, which does 12 thunder damage. And you also have to make a strength save.
Okay, let me do 12 first.
Yeah.
And then, what was it, strength?
Yep. Oh, the tie goes to the roller. As he strikes at you, there's a thunderous sound that crackles through the entire cavern. But you manage to resist the blow and not get pushed back into your own insect plague. Next up is the Crusader who's in front of Gwen and Danny. He's going to hold his hands to his chest, dig deep into his lay on hands pool, and heal himself for a lot. He went from rough to bloodied. But that is his whole turn. Next up, we have the other sniper, who is just beaming at you, Sean. She is going to...
Which one is this?
The top one.
Top one.
Nat 1! What is happening? Fuck it, she forgoes her second attack. This many nat ones, you deserve it. Like, stop.
This is your fault, lady.
Oh. In fact, no, I'm going to do it differently. Sean, you get to make a free perception check if the arrow is still lodged in the wall. On the opposite side. And she will make her second attack, but make a perception check.
They're bouncing arrows.
Not
They
that
bounce.
one. There's a different one. This one didn't bounce.
That was a phasing arrow. It phases.
32. Okay, you know exactly what it does. It's like a warding arrow. She can look through it as if it's her own eyes, and that's how she got vision of you when you were hanging out the side. But currently,
that is very useful information.
Yeah, that you get because they rolled like 5 nat ones already. The next one's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
16 piercing damage.
Shoot it in the eye socket.
Next up, we have the Nalvishne.
We're all just kiting the Nalvish.
That's the plan.
Not for long. Well, that's 30 feet, but he can't walk directly like that. So that's going to be 1 tile. 2,
Teleport again, I dare you.
4, 5, 6. Nope. Okay. Jez, the Nalvishne is going to come at you with a multi-attack. First, it's going to try and bite at you. 22 to hit. Okay, 26 piercing damage. Next, the claws. That's not going to hit. That's not
Wait,
going to
how
hit.
much was it?
26.
piercing.
Oh god.
But he double missed. It's okay. The Nalvishne is looming over you, but his turn is over.
Oh my god.
Gwen.
I am going to cast haste on Ticonderoga.
Ooh, nice.
No movement. You know what? Yeah, movement. I'll take another opportunity attack.
Okay.
5, 10. Wait, I was back here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Only a 10 to hit?
30. Does not hit.
Yeah.
I yell out to Ticonderoga. There doesn't appear to be a bottom.
Yeah. Ticonderoga.
I grab him.
Okay, make your athletics check.
Ba-da-da-da. 17.
Ooh, unfortunately you lose.
I grapple him again.
Okay, make another check. This time you get him.
And look down into the pit, look back at him, smile, and try to toss him.
Wait, actually, you're adding the +2 from your bracers, right?
Oh, no.
You're lucky I'm a forgiving person, Danny. Your first grapple would work with the +2.
All right, I try to throw him off.
Okay, how exactly does that work again?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's the problem. Okay.
I think probably it would all because there's the shove action,
Yeah.
so that is also a contested athletics check. So I would do that, and maybe.
But at this point, why grapple beforehand if you can just shove?
I don't know.
So there should be theoretically maybe some bonus for
Yeah,
grapple.
that's up to Greg.
Yeah, well, you're already making him at advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know how to give you an advantage. I could have him roll disadvantage.
There you go.
That's what we'll do then.
Oh, right. I tried to throw him off.
And because it's at disadvantage, the man gets a nat 1. Don't even roll. All right, how does this play out?
I just I suplex him.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you just get behind him as he's still phased from your previous onslaught. You grab him around his chest and just throw him back behind you. He flies over the edge of the cliff, and he says, "Robert." He's falling down.
Good.
Anything else?
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna walk here. And I'm gonna attack this guy.
You just attack him. Okay. Roll to hit.
19 to hit.
No, sir.
Alright. That's 3. Okay, Fury Blows. 23 to hit.
23 hits. You give him a good smack across the jaw. He's still not bloodied. Jess.
Wait, I get one more.
Oh, okay. Danny, one more.
21 to hit.
That does hit. He takes 12 more. Now he's just about bloodied. Getting there.
Alright, now I'm done.
Okay, Jess. With 4 HP, and you're surrounded.
Right?
Huh?
This is it. This is the thing.
Yes, use it.
Okay, I'm
This-
gonna turn it into
Honestly, I'm scared you're going to lose this fight if you don't do it, so please. Please do it.
I think I'm gonna go with the air elemental.
Okay.
Unless anybody has any other better ideas.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into the air elemental. Is that my action or can I attack?
That's your bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, so I can attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the first attack on the paladin. Wait, firstly. Wait, is this gonna. If I move into his space, is that.
Wait, try to move into the Nelvish state space and just throw up. Maybe you get lucky and throw him off.
The
Doesn't have
Nalpishne has wings.
Oh, yeah,
Just gonna
that's true.
point that out.
I forget. I guess they do have fly speed. I don't remember them having a fly speed.
They can also teleport, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go into this guy's space. So he's gotta make a strength saving throw.
You got a 22.
Fuck. Okay. So then damage is gonna be. Hold on. Half of it's gonna be 8.
I think it's going to be 7. I don't want to question you.
Well, no, because I have a +2. I didn't. That's not the +2.
Oh, okay, cool. No, you're right then. I was going to
No.
say,
Sorry.
pride myself on my math skills here, but half of 14.
So yeah, and then I'm gonna. Is that the action, or is it just because he's in my space, right?
I don't. Sean, you know how they.
I think it's an action. Let me check.
It would make sense if it was.
Okay. Well, damn it.
I don't have the elemental stat blocks open.
Yeah, it's an action.
Okay. Wait, I get. Oh no, never mind. Okay.
Okay. Sean,
All right, how high up is this thing?
that's actually. I thought that was indented. I thought it was the opposite.
Oh.
Looking at it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that's why it's shaded darker.
Yeah. Okay, that changes things a lot, actually. Fuck. I think my best bet then. There's not really anywhere to hide.
Hide behind me. I'm tall.
You can hide behind me, but I can't hide
can.
behind you. Let's see here. I can get there. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to like. I'm over here and I do like a slide in behind it, and then I'm gonna try to hide from the Nalfishne if you'll let me. I don't know
Yeah.
how high these pillars are.
That's
okay?
like a pretty big pillar. I think you could. You've weaseled behind less.
Not that
well,
great.
I was gonna throw out there that the Nalfishne has true sight, so I don't
It
know.
is True Sight? It can like see through things.
Maybe not through full cover actually.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
I think you could get
Also, I don't know that it has true sight.
That's fair.
So
Either way. Oh no. Okay. I'll say yeah. I say you can get it because it's pretty big. I'm imagining this pillar. I think you can get full cover, but I think if you tried to hide behind like just a random one of these like smaller rocks, maybe.
yeah, I don't think that one's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't think you can get fully behind it, but I'm picturing this as like a pretty large thing. So yeah. You're
All
good.
right, and then peek out and try to take a shot at it. Da, da, da. Yes, it's a sneak attack. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
16 piercing damage.
Okay. You lodge an arrow right in his piggy gut.
Then after that, I'm going to try to take care of these archers for us.
Okay. Well, they are up. The far one is going to take a shot at you. 24 to hit. Phasing through the cover, an arrow pierces you. 17 damage.
Okay.
Emphasis on pierce.
I am going to uncanny dodge to take only 8.
Okay. And this next
Reaction.
one is also going to come at you the same way. It's a 17.
Ty goes the roller.
That's a 13 damage.
Okay.
Next up would be... Well, that guy's gone. So we have the one Crusader still up, the Paladin. He is going to step out of you, Jess. I just got to do a little bit of rearranging.
A little dosey-do.
Yeah. And then he is going to, once again, smite his blade and take a swing at you. I got to roll that attack first before Oof. That's only a 12 to hit.
What is it?
A 12, so that's going to be a miss, I assume. So you creature it. Next time you hit. Great. Okay, so it's the smite is still on, and he is taking a swing. Okay, he rolled a nat 20. That is 22 slashing damage, which I think you're resistant to.
From non-magical. Is smite magical?
The smite damage is going to be different, yeah. The slashing is still just slashing.
Oh, so 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then it's 29 radiant damage, and you make a strength saving. Actually, do you fly?
Yes.
Still make the strength saving though.
Do I... Is it that?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna be pushed 10 feet away over the pit, but you'll just fly. So like,
Okay.
I'm just using his smites. Okay, that's his turn. Next we have the other sniper, who is going to take a shot at Danny. A couple shots at Danny.
Okay.
First one's an 18. So I'll just have the damage for you.
Oh, okay.
It's 9 piercing damage.
Wait, Danny, what's your AC?
17. Right
With
now,
the plus 2 from haste?
with the haste.
Okay.
And now you have to make a dex saving throw as chains suddenly emerge from the arrow and try to wrap around you.
Got advantage on those.
They have a shit ton of these arrows.
That's the last one. Tie goes to the roller. 13 does it. Actually, no, it's a little less than that. That's the other side. Yeah, you managed to throw off your chains with the chains of your own. They're gonna make one more attack, and that one's gonna miss. Okay, the Nalvishne's up, and suddenly he emits a scintillating, multicolored light.
Whoa.
Both you and Jess make a Wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yep, you, Danny, and Jess.
How do you put on the wisdom thing?
Yeah, I don't think you have proficiency in any saving throws.
Both fail. You both become frightened.
Wait.
So, as long as this Nalvishne is within your line of sight,
Can I like not be frightened? I feel like I have something that makes me not be able to be frightened.
actually, it
If
might.
you're raging, you
You're,
can't be.
you're raging, yeah.
Word.
Hey.
I think. Let's just double check.
I'm looking through.
Yeah, look that. But Jess, you can't willingly move closer to the Nalvashne. And you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it's within your line of sight. But you get to, let's see, I think remake the save at the end of your turn. Any of it, creatures doing that. I believe if you break line of sight, then fear is over. Correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't say anything in the ability, but
Maybe that's only Berserker? Let's see.
Oh well, I have stillness of mind.
Yeah,
for
it's
monk.
mindless rage. So
I have stillness of
Berserker.
mind.
Okay.
okay.
So
So
I'm,
so yeah, Jess, you can either have disadvantage and not willingly move closer to the Nalvashne, or you can break line of sight, or just wait for the end of your turn and then make the save. But that's gonna be the Nalvashne's turn. Gwen.
All right. I am going to. I'm going to cast Fireball such that it hits the Nalfishne and the Paladin.
Okay. It's got to be possible.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think you can keep. Can you keep Insect Plague up as a elemental?
Yeah, but she theoretically would be making concentration checks this entire time.
Oh.
She only got hit once.
Twice. Whatever took her down to 4 HP,
The smite.
and this whole
Yeah.
smite.
Oh yeah, the before so.
I don't think the amount of damage that she took from the crit smite, it would be possible to make the check.
Yeah.
It was.
It was
Oh, the
over
crit smite. I
40
forgot about the crit
some
smite.
damage, right? It was like
Yeah.
20 and 20. Probably approaching 50, so she would need a 25.
Okay. Both fails, Gwen.
All right. So 25.
Yeah. This paladin is now looking really rough. But the Nalvashne doesn't seem super phased by the fire.
Yeah.
Definitely still takes some damage, but I think you get what
know.
I'm saying.
I'm also going to spend some movement.
Nalvashne looking pretty rough now, though.
Why can't I? That's not my character. I was trying to select Sean's. Oops. I'm just going to back myself up in the corner.
Got it.
That's my turn.
Ticonderoga.
okay. You know, I may as well try. I'll grapple him.
You gonna try and grapple him?
Yep.
I thought we were gonna go for shove number 2.
Oh wait, I
He
thought
can't
the whole.
move in a position where he could meaningfully shove because he can't move closer.
Oh yeah, you're feared.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Yeah, you said you
I
are.
thought we were saying that he got disadvantage if he was grappled.
Yeah, we can do it that way. Yeah.
I thought that's how we did it last time.
Yeah, no, it is. We're
Okay.
kind of like finessing it a little bit. He fails. You successfully grapple him.
All right, and then I throw him. 17.
He got a 24 that time.
I attempt again.
Okay.
27.
Yeah, got him. Last time was a nat 20 and it was a 24, so 27 he's not beating.
And then I take a step forward and I hit the mountain snake.
Okay. This man goes flying off the edge past Jess.
Like I don't even like I try to lift him and he doesn't budge, and then I just lift again and he flies off.
Wait, I'm confused. Is Danny frightened or not?
No.
No, I'm not. Stillness of mind. From being a monk.
Hold on. What?
Starting at 7th level, you can use your. Oh no, I have to use my action.
Yeah.
Scaredy cat.
So you could essentially just end the fear.
You could have used your haste action to do it, though.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
all.
true.
We could say
There
that
you
you
go.
did that, and then you still get the attempts to throw him off, right?
Yeah.
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 So you're good. You just can't hit this Nalvashne now.
Okay.
You can still approach him if you'd like. He's gonna approach you. If not, it doesn't really matter.
I'll let the man come to me.
Jess, you're feared.
If I go here, is that something I can hide behind?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go do that.
You break line of sight.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
feel your
okay, well,
fear melt away.
no, God.
I think that's how it
Okay.
works.
I was here. God, what the hell? Okay. Sorry. Here.
Everything's gonna be all right.
I was here. That's that much. Here. Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
I don't know if it
You have like 120 movement speed, don't you?
I have 90 feet.
90. Okay.
Close enough. As I say with the diagonals, it's a little bit different than just measuring it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I think
With 90, it should
yeah,
probably be
you,
alright.
Oh,
go
does
for it.
Since I hover, does it?
No, but I'm saying I think you have enough movement. Let's just not even calculate it. Just do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
I'm gonna go here.
Slam them.
I'm first off do that thing. Okay, never mind. That's fine. 2 slam attacks.
Slam. That's a hit.
Cool. 14. Hit again.
Is that magical bludgeoning?
I don't know. Would it say magical?
No.
It's an elemental.
Yeah. It's up to Greg.
He's already looking pretty sus, but you do have to deal with the snipers. Let's say it is magical, because if I wasn't going to consider it magical, I would have given you an item to overcome that before coming to this fight. So yes. You do full damage. But the second one doesn't hit.
Okay.
Alrighty. Sean.
Alright. I am going to run this way. Come over here. You know the drill.
Mm-hmm.
32.
Yeah, that just barely gets there. You're hidden.
And then I shoot at the sniper.
This one?
Yeah.
Got it. Roll a hit. That's gonna be a
29 to hit.
That's gonna hit, and that's gonna be a killing blow, Sean.
Jesus, look at the sneak attack roll.
That's just so much. Oh god. Okay, how do you kill the sniper?
Just a clean shot through the skull, right
Ooh.
between the eyes.
Yeah, and the sniper falls over the banister, falling dead to the rocky floor, splattering a little bit more than you would like to see in a PG-13 movie. Next up, do you have anything else?
No, that's my action and bonus action.
Got it. Next up is the other sniper, who has had enough of your shit, Sean.
They can keep firing me if all they want.
Okay, well, this guy's feeling pretty confident, and he's gonna use sharpshooter. Damn it. 13.
That was a bold play.
Yeah, I went for it. He's gonna shoot normally this time. It's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
That's 10 piercing damage, and chains suddenly spring from the arrow. Roll a dex
You
save.
were a fucking liar.
I'm not. They have special arrows, Sean.
You said that was the last one.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, they have an unlimited supply. I just meant there's no more different effects.
Gotcha.
I really like
Interesting.
these arrows, dude. I just think it's cool.
From the Arcane Archer, yeah, Arcane Archer is very underrated in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean.
So I'm making a strength save. that what you
No,
said?
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, cool.
It would be strength if you get caught to get out, though.
Only
Tie
12.
goes
Okay,
to
cool.
the roller. You successfully evade the chains. And that's it for the sniper's turn. Next up, we got the big, bad Nalfashnay, who's going to...
I'll uncanny dodge that. So how much damage was it?
10.
10. So okay, so I get +5 here.
The Nalfashnay is going to make a bite attack at you, Danny.
Okay.
27 to hit.
Yeah.
40 piercing damage. I didn't have that, though, so 20 piercing damage.
Yeah, but it's more dramatic that way.
And next he's going to turn to Jess with his claws outstretched and swipe at you. 18 to hit. 17 slashing damage. Then you have it, though, to 8. Then the next one's a 23 to hit with 12 slashing damage. You have it to 6. And then he just has to try and recharge his thingy. I don't care if you see this. He does not get his thingy back. Not even close. We're back to Gwen.
I'm
With the
going
weather.
to. Is this worth it? Yeah, I'm gonna do Mind Spike. Have the Nalfashnay make a Wisdom saving throw.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure I'm in range. It's 60 foot.
22.
That is a save. It will take half of this. We'll take 9 psychic.
Got it. Nalvashnay is looking rough.
And now I know where the Nalfashnay is at all times.
It is right there, just in case.
Fuck. So I made an oopsie. Mind Spike is actually concentration.
Ooh.
Danny, you're no longer hasted. You feel very, very sad.
Big yikes. Big yikes, Gwen.
That's level 1 exhaustion.
No, that's
No.
you waste your turn.
Just
Yeah.
skip a turn. So next up, Jess's turn.
Love you, Danny.
Instead of Danny, because he is really sleepy now.
All right.
I forgot that it was concentration.
This whole session is a beautiful disaster.
Okay, so my whirlwind's back, but I don't want to use it.
Okay.
I'm gonna slam him again.
Big slam. 22 hits.
18.
Ooh. He's not looking so hot. 17 does not hit.
Okay.
All right, Sean.
Okay, let's see. Where's that other
Other sniper is over here.
Fuck the other sniper.
He is at full health.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna creep back over here, hoping the Nalfashnay doesn't notice.
Yeah. He doesn't somehow.
Cool. And peek over and fire.
What? All right, roll to hit. Ooh, that'll hit.
Cool. 26 magical piercing damage.
Nalvashnay is on his last legs. He's still standing.
Okay. Danny, I tried.
So close. Okay. The sniper's up. And the sniper has got a bead on you, Sean. The arrow comes flying through your cover. Oh, and I clicked on that instead of the roll. That's not going to hit. 28's going to hit.
Yeah. Uncanny dodge.
It would have been 19, but now it's 9. That's going to be the sniper's turn. Actually, the sniper's going to start moving this way. Now, the turn we've all been waiting for. You don't look like too much of a threat at the moment, Danny. But he's going to try and bite you anyway. Because I will it to be so. 23 to hit.
Yep.
20 piercing.
Okay.
10 in your case. Then he's going to swipe at you with his claw.
20,
21 to hit for 16 slashing. And then
Roll.
he'll throw an attack over at Jess because I'm generous today. That one's going to miss anyway. It's a 15. Okay. Back around to Gwen, the betrayer herself.
Yeah. Magic missile, what I should have done. On the Nalfashnay. Guarantee some damage.
You guarantee kill it.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Let's take our break here.
Okay.
Trust me.
Alright.
Let's call it. It's 8:38. Let's be back at like 8:53 ish.
Okay. 8:53-ish.
And by ish, I mean it's gonna be a tight 15.
Sounds good.
Bye.
All right, we're bringing it back.
I've still got a few little jabs left in me.
Okay, good. Well, the stream's on, so make sure everybody sees you embarrass me live. Okay. So where we last left off, Gwen threw the killing blow at this Nalversnare.
It was a real strong one too.
Yeah, it was the exact same strength as a Nalversnare. As these magic missiles make contact and the Nalversnare starts to slump over,
Something appears out of it.
it
Suddenly,
suddenly
24 initiative.
it suddenly begins to levitate and rise slowly, not with the aid of its wings. You can see that a glowing light begins to emerge as cracks start shooting across the body of the Nalversnare. Suddenly, it explodes, and after it, wigs out for a little bit, boom!
Whoa!
Out of the Nalversnare emerges your old friend Hazel, who is falling through the air, as you've seen many times. Does somebody move to catch her?
I do.
John, you are pretty far away.
I still do.
Okay, Jenny and Jesse just gonna sit there and watch as she falls.
Nah, I'll take 2 steps over.
I
Okay.
push Tycon out of the way.
Just like the dreams.
Okay, both of you make a contested athletics or acrobatics check. Oh, Danny. That does not bode well for you.
I'm not like.
You said acrobatics.
Yeah, Sean, you get there first, somehow.
Second in command.
You grab her out of the air, and she looks like hazy, but then she makes eye
No, her
contact.
name is Hazel.
No. She says, I started worrying that you might never come.
There's a person firing at us right now. Get down.
The sniper is just as beguiled as everybody else at this moment. Just like, she's like, oh, it's so good to see all of you. Oh my God, Tycon, you got old.
What? What? Do you want to die today? I'll make your first day back your last day.
Oh, you're still the same old hothead.
Tycon, excuse me.
Suddenly, there's a sense of urgency in her eyes, and she says, "Oh shit! If the spell is broken, then she's on her way." And she beckons you over, Gwen, as well, and starts furiously writing on a piece of paper. Don't worry, we're not in initiative right now. The sniper's out of his mind. As she hands you this scroll, she says, "You're the only woman I can trust with this. Trust me, I have a plan. Wait for my signal." It's a scroll of reverse gravity. It's a wondrous scroll, so it's like an artifact. Yeah. Do you know how that spell works?
Yes.
Okay, well, you can use it with the scroll. She looks at you, Sean. She says, Quenthal's extremely fast. We need to bait out her reaction and then have you use the scroll. Trust me, I've had 10 years to think about this. She looks at both Danny and Jess, Tycon and Bastet, and says, both of you need to hold the line. Just in case she brings anyone with her, you need to keep the rest of us safe. Are we all on board?
Wait, I'm sorry. Who's casting the spell?
Gwen is going to cast the spell. I'm also going to cast the spell. Just keep your distance from her, okay? That's what's most important, and look for an opening. Suddenly, a rumbling you start to feel below you, and Hazel looks out over this trench. She motions for all of you to back up.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
If I reverse gravity and you reverse gravity, does that just not do anything?
I'm not going to be reversing gravity. That's just a mechanism to force her into a portal.
Okay.
Yeah, she's still motioning you to back up, Danny.
I backed up.
Danny hasn't backed up. She backs up a little bit herself. And as this rumbling grows, suddenly you can see an eerie purple light growing from the tunnel. Suddenly, monstrous hands place themselves down on the end of the crevice, and pulling itself up, you see a massive apparition. The one that you faced 10 years ago It growls at you.
I fire.
Hazel claps her hands together. A shower of sparks emerge and she blows the dust towards the apparition. She turns around and says, "Calm down. It's just an illusion." As it begins,
I fire again.
don't fire. As it fades,
I
you
killed
see
it.
a tall, drow woman in holy garb levitating in the center. Quenthel Bainra stands before you,
I cast Firebolt.
and I have
Hey Quenthel, how's the folks?
a hand up.
Oh shit.
She says, "Insolent little bird. You dare defy me in the final moments before my triumph."
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you first appeared as a minor supported character in the final 3 books of the Legacy of the Drow series. Think I'm scared of you?
You ain't shit.
Insolent child. You'll learn not to disrespect me.
Nah.
Suddenly, a
I'm
portal.
either gonna die or I'm gonna not learn.
Suddenly, a portal emerges on the floor, and out spawns a yokel. Not too far away from you. I can make the token a little bigger so you can see what they look like.
I know what a yokel looks like.
Yeah, Gwen, you've thrown yokels at us before.
Yokels are fun.
We're gonna keep the initiative from before. Quenthel, with a wave of her hands, erects a. If I could, why can't I? God damn it! No matter how much setup you do, now I just can't grab this. I had the exact radius for this spell. Okay, well, a giant barrier of whirring magical blades erupts from the floor.
Is it on a different layer?
Ooh, Sean, you genius. No. Well, anyway, Quenthel, a large magical barrier made of whirring blades that spin quickly by you, emerges from the floor. Oh shit, that's not how you make a circle. I'm gonna have to move this a little bit. Why can't I move shapes? Roll 20. Oh my.
Are you
Guys,
sure?
here we go. I got it. It's a bit larger than this. Thanks for trying. You're too late.
It's smaller.
Okay, well, this giant barrier of blades erupts, and Quenthel beckons the demon, making it take this much psychic damage, and giving it advantage on its next attack roll. Why is everything moving so slow now? The demon flies into a rage, and Quenthel passes her turn. Hazel's up. She creates an anti-magic field. Essentially, no magic unless cast by a artifact. The Wonder Scroll can pass through it. She backs up and creates sort of a hole in this barrier. That's gonna be her turn. Gwen.
Mind Spike.
Hell yeah.
No, I do the anti-magic, anti-gravity, reverse gravity. That's the one.
Oh, you're gonna do it now. Why not?
I'm confused. That seemed to clearly be the plan.
It is the plan. I think. Yeah, it'll work. We can make it work. Go. As Hazel said on her signal, but let's just say this is the signal. Just go.
All right, I do it.
I like it enough.
Oh, what is it? 50-foot radius.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
you should have waited.
No, it's fine. You can place it so it only hits her.
Yeah, I'll place it off the thing. It goes like there.
Yeah. She starts to rise, but pulls a large demon staff from behind her and lodges it into the wall with a legendary action. She's being pulled, but she's holding herself down. Anything else, Gwen?
No.
Danny.
Okay. I was instructed to hold off the people on the ground.
Get him.
I was hoping you were just gonna jump into the anti-gravity field and start punching her.
I'm following orders. So, unarmed strike. Critical hit!
Ooh,
That'll be 18 damage.
it still looks fine.
It's fair.
Don't
I
worry.
forgot to say.
Don't worry about it. Jesus Christ. The roller coaster.
And then, no. Okay.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
Jess?
I guess I will go here. I don't think I've had a single success with the fucking throw thing. And I'm kind of mad about it.
To be fair, you're going after Bastions with like 22 strength the one time.
I'm gonna do 2 slam attacks. That's looking good.
Okay.
I say as I roll a fucking 10. 16.
That hits.
Oh thank God.
And 15 damage.
I'm gonna actually end my turn in his space.
Okay. That doesn't proc the thing, does it? Unless you say it.
Each creature in
Okay,
the
change
space
yourself.
makes a DC 13 strength saving throw.
But that's an action.
Yeah, so no.
Okay. Sean. There's an opening in this whirlwind of blades.
Yeah, but why would I do like 10 damage?
I didn't say do 10 damage. Do your thing.
20. Okay, so I'm trying to hide behind this part of the pillar. I'm gonna assume I'm successful at hiding.
Yep. Not by as much as you'd think.
That's fair. And then I peek out and I shoot the thing that Jess is in.
Okay.
28 to hit.
That hits it.
27 piercing damage.
All right. Yokel already looking a little roughsky. Well, get this shit out of here. The sniper, Sean, is going to attack you now. Right in her view. 13 doesn't hit. 27 does hit. 12 piercing damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Nice.
I'm not doing so great, friends.
Next, Galtazar approaches. He enters the room from the south. You hear a fearsome rumbling from outside, and he's like, oh, fuck. He sees what's happening in here. He calls out to Hazel, and she just kind of gives him like a... He is going to launch an Eldritch Blast at... What's her face? Quentha. Okay, 1 miss, 1 hit. Health doesn't really matter that much, but we're going to do it. Next up is the yokel. Jesse, you're on top of this yokel. So, I mean, it's going to freak out a little bit.
Is this one pink? Oh, no, that's mine. Never mind.
It is going to make some slam attacks at you. 19 to hit. That's 3 bludgeoning and 18 poison.
Is that halved?
Poison, I'm not sure. Bludgeoning, definitely.
I'm immune to poison.
Immune, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, you only take 1 damage. And seeing its failure, it's going to switch to Danny.
No.
Only a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
At this point, Quenthel will take another legendary action, casting Spiritual Weapon and placing it right here.
Brutal. What does the spiritual weapon look like?
It is a small staff with mysterious carvings on it.
Cool.
She is up. She's going to make an attack with that spiritual weapon. It's a bonus action. Hello. Where's your... Okay. Eight force damage, Sean.
I am at 0.
Oh, actually, that's only a 14 to hit. It's not an advantage. That's my bad. So it whiffs. You're not at 0.
I'm at 8.
But as her main action, she is going to cast the harm spell at Gwen.
Try me.
Make a con save.
No thanks.
Do it.
12.
Oh, that's a failure.
I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna use my luck point to reroll.
Okay.
It's +3. That didn't work. You let me put the plus instead of the underscore.
Terrible. Only a 1.
Damn it.
All right, 12. Doesn't matter either way.
Okay, so it does 47 damage, but it can't reduce you below 1.
So I'm at 1.
Yes.
Cool.
And that's going to be her turn. Hazel looks at Galtazar and says, "You know what you need to do." He doesn't, but he'll get it. She's going to cast... Oh, wow. Thanks, Character Mancer. Okay, Character Mancer didn't give me all her spells, so we are just going to do Magic Missile, I guess.
She casts magic missile?
She has so many spells and it didn't work. They're not in there.
We're all gonna die.
She still has anti-magic field up.
That is true.
And she's play calling.
G.
Here's what she's gonna do. She's gonna spring forward and jump off the ledge. That'll be her turn. Gwen. 1 HP.
Give me a hot second. It doesn't look like any beefs I can polymorph myself into has a ranged attack. I'm just gonna. You know what? That's not gonna work. It's a bad idea. All right, now I'm gonna polymorph myself into a giant ape.
Can you still concentrate on reverse gravity?
Do I have to concentrate if it's a spell scroll? Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Then I would not be able to. Then I won't do that. I should have made a con save for the harm damage too.
Well, there's no way you can even keep it up anyway.
So then it's just down.
Yeah, because it did like 40 damage, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The scroll is reusable, however. It's wondrous.
Well, then I'll cast it again. And we're gonna go over here.
Got it. Danny.
I am going to use Wholeness of Body to regain. I think it's just my monk level times 3. Yeah. So 21 health.
Okay, nice.
And I'm going to use patient defense to take the dodge action as my bonus action.
Nice. Jess,
Okay, I have a problem.
what is your
I have
problem?
a question. What does the cloak of displacement do?
So it creates a holographic image of you right near yourself so that attack rolls against you have disadvantage. And I entirely forgot about it this entire time.
Me too.
Moving forward.
Is that the
I
back of it?
But whatever. Okay. And then what is that magic wand thing that I have?
Wand of the War Mage. It gives you +2 to all your roll to hit spells. And +2 to the damage of those spells.
Okay.
Wait, you guys are telling me you forgot about the displacement cloak?
Very nice.
Probably wondering how I got here.
Okay, anyway.
That's a copyright-free sound effect, too.
I guess I'm going to use the slam attacks. I did not move out of his space.
I know, I had to move you
Okay.
just so
I
I
don't,
can...
it doesn't matter, really, right?
Yeah. I just need to be able to click on him.
Okay.
It's just cool to be all up in somebody's grill.
Yeah.
I agree, that's why I like Swarm so much. That hits.
Okay. How's he look?
Pretty rough.
Okay, one more.
Hey.
Hey, he's looking super rough. He's still up there. Okay. Sean.
All right.
Actually, at the end of Jess's turn, she's going to make a legendary action and compel the demon to attack Danny with his reaction. Only a 10 to hit. You're safe. Sean.
All right. I am going to. There's literally nothing useful I can do.
Hazel just wants you to bait stuff out.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I'm at 8 HP, so the next thing that hits me is going to kill me, and I have to stay nearby because I'm sure Gwen's about to go down, and Gwen is the one concentrated or that can
Yeah.
cast the spell. So I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here. Bonus action, hide from the archer, if I am allowed.
Yeah. Yep, successfully.
23. Question. Do you have to be holding the scroll to maintain concentration on the spell?
No,
I don't think so.
just to cast it.
Where are you in the turn order?
Right after the big bad, I think. After Hazel, who's right after Big Bad.
I do know that reverse gravity is on Jess's spell list. I could get it over there. But she's also at like 4.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I fire at the archer.
I was gonna ask how horrible of an idea is it to go back to my druid and use mass cure wounds.
All right.
What's
Mass
the
cure wounds.
what's the area you cover with
That was just my, if we can get, it's 60 feet.
It could potentially help.
If,
It reaches everyone.
So, I mean, that's a thought.
I don't know.
Well, we have this round to see how it goes.
And then I lock eyes with the Quenthal and try and get her to hit me instead of Gwen. Just like
Okay. Got it. You taunt her. Give me like a little role play.
I mean like I'll just yell out like hey, dinner with your Christmas with your family is great every year and I enjoy it.
Okay.
Your mother's cooking is lovely.
Watch A Christmas Story every goddamn year, you piece of shit.
The cavern is fiercely rumbling now, and rubble is starting to fall from the ceiling. The sniper takes one look and says, "Fuck this." Just peels out. Next up is Galtazar, who's going to fly over with his iron wings, taking damage from the thing.
Some damage.
It's just like in that Indiana Jones movie with the helicopter. It just is shredded.
He fails, but there's no possible way he dies, so fuck it. He grabs Hazel's hand midair and tosses her over towards Quenthel. Hazel, still with the anti-magic field, uses her readied action to grapple her. She's now hanging on to Quenthel midair, and the demon staff's magic is nullified. They begin rising to the ceiling. All of them trapped in this anti-gravity field.
Are they rising if they're in the anti-gravity field?
Yeah, it's
Falling
reverse.
into it.
It's reverse gravity, so it pushes.
But they're in the anti-magic field.
Because the scroll is an artifact, the anti-magic field doesn't
There we go.
overcome the
That's
magic.
right. That's right.
Yeah. So that'll be his turn. Next is the yokel, who is going to turn into mist form. Danny.
Into mist form?
Yes. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What do you want? What do you want?
Don't worry about it then. And it's going to move without disengaging over this way. So you can
Swing.
make opportunity. Yeah, make your opportunity attack if you want it.
Do I get to?
Yes. That hits. And Danny, you hit it as well. That's it. You take this yokel down, and the mist disperses. Okay. Next up is Quenthel, who's trapped in this anti-magic field. She's going to pull out a tentacle rod from behind her back and swing it at Galtazar. Hello. Do the thing. Okay. She not once, so I'm going to have her forego that second attack and make another one. That one hits, only dealing a bit of bludgeoning to him, who's going to be really low, assumedly. That is going to be her turn. Hazel's up. Right where they're rising to on the ceiling, Hazel casts Gate and opens a massive portal, which you can see through. It leads to Bitopia, which is essentially a holy plane where multiple planes intersect. Sean hates Bitopia.
What's wrong with
Bad things have happened to my characters in Bitopia.
Yeah. We'll get to that after. But all of them are rising, and they rise through this portal, and as they're going through, Hazel looks back at all of you and says, "It was nice to see all of you, even if it was only for a moment." They all disappear through this portal.
I begin a short rest.
At this point, the cavern is rumbling and rubble is falling from the ceiling.
The short rest will have to wait.
What do you do?
Does the portal close?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess let's get out of here.
Do we want mass cure wounds or no?
Yes, please.
It's worth, yeah.
Okay. So then,
Bring your actual token back.
yeah. So everybody, come hang out. Who's being high? Okay, I'll take it.
All right,
Thank
everyone
you.
heals 20.
Bam.
As you exit out of the cavern, you see there was a tunnel down the way, which has now been blocked off by rubble. Seemingly after some kind of explosion, the walls are singed around it. The whole army is just in a panic. Everyone's rushing to get to the surface. Which way do you try to go out?
Left.
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 Well, the entrance to
The delivery from Jess was perfect.
the entrance to the temple is on the right, so you presumably go back through the spinny door.
Yeah.
Just so you get past eventually. There's no way it kills you or anything. After emerging from the castle, eventually, you see that there's mass chaos in the town. People are rioting. There are bodies of guards strewn throughout the streets. There's a giant ape running around, bashing all of the walls around the city.
Could have been me.
Suddenly it gets to you and it brings down all the walls and bastions around. It could be you right now if you want to do it anyway. Go ahead. As it bashes all of the walls around the castle. The giant ape shrinks and it's Velas standing in front of you. He sees all these people that are running out, like the army are running around the city. He's like, what the fucking hell just happened?
We did it!
What had happened was, yeah,
Hazel
says hi.
says hello. Yeah. Well, you didn't really know each other, but I'm sure she would have hated you. But yeah, we Quenthel is in. They went through a portal. Yeah. It's we all almost died. It's what's going on here? Like what?
Well, we sent the guards all around the town to the wrong places. Meanwhile, the moon dancers that I have under my command went around to stir up the public who are unguarded and unled. The moon dancers have only just arrived. They're disembarking at the shore, but I mean, it seems like we've.
You might have a bit of a PR crisis. It turns out that they were blaming all of this on the moon dancers.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not surprising, I guess, in the end. They needed some way to turn people against us.
Yeah, no.
All checks out.
I don't know if I'm understanding the gravity of the situation, but this scroll might help.
Woo!
Alright, so at this point, that's essentially it. The city goes through a brief crisis and a bunch of confusion, but the walls have been broken down, the tyrannical leaders removed, and Quenthel banished to some other realm. The city honored you, for your service to them. You were awarded with 15,000 gold points, which is so exciting at the end of a campaign.
Sounds like a good time to go to a tavern.
I want to be a mayor.
There aren't going to be any mayors.
I'd polymorph you into a horse.
Danny. That's a throwback.
King
I'll
Produs.
murder whoever I have to become mayor.
King Produs bestows all of you with medals of honor for your heroic work in the city. And a statue is being erected in the greens of your entire squad as they were. a decade ago.
Oh, what?
Well, that's lame. They're not.
Oh man, you look so young, Danny.
Would you you could have input.
Hazel was
Would you
right.
rather it's just who do you want involved in the statue?
Everybody
Just
but
lost.
Galtasar.
Wow, I look good.
Yo, no, you look good now. You just looked better and younger.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you can. Yeah,
Pro my life.
you certainly have a lot of sway over this statue. So you could have. Do you want Galtasar to not be depicted at all, or to be depicted in kind of like a
I'll burn the building
humiliating
to
way?
the ground.
I'll set the building on fire.
I actually I'm fine with everybody being there if as long as Hazel's there and we're there.
Galtasar is at the back, and with like the way he's
Yeah,
facing,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
really hard to get an angle on him and even see him at all.
Can I be riding the giant turtle?
Can we be
The giant
slaying?
turtle is dead. Oh, in the statue,
Yeah.
not to scale. That would be pretty dominating.
Can
That's
we?
the point.
We have Quinthel falling and like us like
I don't think a city full of free drow are gonna want to see.
Okay. Are you saying no at the end of a campaign that has no movement forward? Why can't our statue just be killing someone?
Fine,
I'm outta here.
you make a good point.
I just want a statue, man. Oh, what if it was a statue? Just one statue.
And you would have given
Give it to me.
Hey everybody.
I went to your churches. I went to your schools.
your institutional learning facilities.
So how could you say that I'm crazy?
But yeah, that's about it. It's a lot shorter because the social part crashed and burned. That's okay. Stop, Sean.
You don't know where I am.
He's gone.
Hop out, take a shot.
I wanted to do more with the Quenthel part, but that's just TPK. I mean, if you let that go on for too many rounds. And I figured I'd rather challenge you with the Nalfashnay fight with the elite guards. So hopefully that was good.
That was a pretty cool fight, yeah.
I really like the arcane archers. The paladins were pretty cool, but not my favorite.
What level were those arcane archers?
CR4.
Oh, there's like just like a actual creature of them.
It's homebrew, but I figured it was
Oh,
good
okay.
because I mean, a lot of the DCs are like pretty low. I thought the ones that gave vision were really cool, so I could try and expose you if you were hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like how Danny threw the dudes off the edge. That was good.
I wanted the Navashne to throw Danny off the edge.
I wish, dude.
That would be funny.
Navashnays are freaky.
They
Yeah,
were pretty cool.
I really like this token I found for the apparition.
Oh yeah.
That shit is super spooky. Also, did you like the sound effect?
The explosion thing?
The record scratch?
The sound effect?
This one.
I can't hear it.
You don't
You
hear
can't
that?
hear it?
No, I can't hear that.
You couldn't hear that, really?
I heard it. All times.
Well-
The first time and this time.
It's a free sound
Apparently
effect.
it's called a Cthulhu growl.
Yes, that is what it's called. Why, I don't know. Someone made it and decided that was a good name, and I like it.
Can I hear
I mean, it fits.
Yeah.
I wanna
Saying
hear
that,
it.
having not heard the sound, but name-wise.
But yeah, hopefully it wasn't too much of a kaput, because I am super burnt out, and I didn't put the amount of effort that I would have liked to into this session, but, you know.
What that
good one.
fight could have been could have gone a lot worse if they didn't roll 7 nat ones
Yeah,
to
no.
start it.
Yeah, no, well, that was, I really, the most time
I would
put in
actually
was
literally
on
be dead.
the fight with the Nalfashnay, because I wanted that one to be
Yeah.
super challenging and like kind of just the epic moment at the end. Definitely not going to make it that challenging for the other group because they will die.
I don't know. They can cast fireball like a bunch of times.
That's their whole cop. Yeah. They
Is that
cast.
what they do?
Mike runs up, cowers, and begs, and then they cast fireball, even though he's there because he just dodges it anyway and takes half damage even on a fail.
Well, the Nalvishne will also take half damage, so good luck.
Yeah. I think it's spooky. I gave him a potion that increases fire vulnerability to neutralize the resistance it has.
Gotcha.
Because that was the whole idea, was to give you things along the way that made that fight way more doable, you know? Because at the beginning, you see an Alpha Snake and you're like, oh, fuck. Like, what am I possibly going to do? But then you come in with +1 ammo, one of the War Mage, they have this potion, Danny got his bracers, stuff like that. A little harder to get stuff for this group. You didn't end up getting any magic items, Gwen. I tried to give you the wand.
I got the scrying orb.
That's true. That's true. We didn't really
And I
use...
got the thing with jab. Reverse gravity.
Why do you need a scrying orb with Arcane Eye, though? I don't know. I didn't think too much about it, I guess. But,
That's like
That served me well.
what?
I got the cloak of displacement. That served me well.
Yeah, it served you really well in the fight. You would have taken so much less damage.
How much HP did you have, like, max?
58.
Oh, okay, so yeah, no, you like got like one shot
shot, yeah.
almost. Like
He,
I was like, wait,
yeah.
Jess is at 4?
He whiffed 2 claw attacks, and it was super clutch,
Yeah.
too. Like, it was pretty... It was like, I thought she was going down. But,
It's also positioning wise, that fight is tough because there's nowhere for us to go.
yeah, which
Like
is
they have
why...
a huge positional advantage.
Exactly, yeah.
Thanks,
like, you
Dykes
have the...
Grimorium.
Yeah, thank you. I used your map.
Quietly said.
I used your map. My bad.
ASMR.
Today we're gonna be talking about theft.
Today I will be profiting on the sexuality of my voice.
Everything that I do.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed.
I bet.
Certainly,
This is so exciting.
certainly didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but I've gotten a
Never
lot
does.
better at DMing in the process of running this for your group and the other group. So I
Hell yeah.
appreciate y'all indulging. I am proud of how like pretty much every combat turned out though, so that's good because I know combat is well huge. I mean, we all know it's huge, but especially for our group and the way we like to play.
Yeah.
Also, I liked pretty much most of the puzzles I put in, except for the ones that I ended up skipping because they didn't really work. Like, namely the door in the factory. In the other group, literally, Rocky just blew a hole in the wall. They just
Yeah.
walked through that, and I was like, whatever. Like, okay. But I really like the spinning door in this one, just because I know all of you well enough to know that when you push it, and like I say it's gonna come back at you, you're gonna be really scared. And like the only way to figure out what the fuck it does is to like let it go and just do it. But it's such like a weird step to overcome because you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Those are the best puzzles. The kind that aren't actually puzzles.
Yeah, it's just
That's so good.
it's just a stupid door. It's a really annoying door.
And we all got to go through it in a fun way.
Yeah, Danny, I was gonna say the other thing. I was open to different solutions just with how I knew it worked, but I would have. The other thing I thought of was if you could have caught it like mid spin and just propped it open with a strength save.
That would be
I was looking for some kind of thing in my inventory that was like
You could
a
stick in
immovable
there.
rod. And yeah.
That would have been a cool one. I think movable rods are really cool, but I've never
They're really
seen them
cool.
used in like a cool way.
I
Shots.
gave them
Sure,
out
done so.
twice in my early campaigns, but they never panned out.
Danny took one in the first thing I ever ran and never used it.
I wanted to use it to like do fancy cool flavor attacks.
That's true. I remember that being a thing.
Some Darth
That
Maul
being a
shit.
discussion. Like you
Um,
just like stick it somewhere and then like bash their head into it or something.
Yeah, doing that, like using it to like spin around and kick people, all that.
Yeah. It would be really cool to build like a monk and do
Yeah.
that.
I think next time I run, I'm gonna do some pre-written stuff. Is what
Coward.
I have. No, here's
Anybody
the thing.
that runs pre-written content,
Coward.
Dead to
You're
me.
running Descent now.
Is that joke?
Yeah, I just really would like to get more of a sense of how these things are written and learn about them through that and through running them. Because I feel like I actually made a lot better decisions when creating the castle, which is probably my favorite session. I don't know about y'all, but just the way it all played out, like, just because I literally read the thing we did on Tuesday and I saw how it was structured, and I was like, okay, cool, I can do the castle like this and kind of have people move around based on how you enter and what you do. You know, it was one thing I added in. Like, there were enemies walking around you just didn't bump into.
Yeah.
Until Gwen, who solved the entire monkey puzzle, failed the last step of the monkey puzzle.
It was the point.
It was so good. The whole time you were just like messaging people like, you gotta say nothing. And then at the end it was your turn. And you're like, wait, I don't remember this being in the proverb.
I mean, theoretically, if I wanted to really solve it, I would have tried to just not do anything. Because that falls in line with the rest of the puzzle.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be fun.
I wanted you to stab him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a blurred line though. Like, I might have accepted something else if it was clever enough.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your answer wasn't clever. It didn't fit. If you stabbed him, he just would have been like, "Oh, nice," and then pass you.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think for the first thing I wrote, it turned out decent enough.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Just next time, I really got to work on getting across what I'm trying to, because it was fun, but it wasn't thematically cohesive enough.
I will say, as far as writing goes, you may get more out of like running other pre-written stuff more than I do, but for me, I got a lot out of running just anything for our players, just kind of get a feel of how they go.
Yeah.
Because you could write like a really cool puzzle, or like a really cool whatever, and if you are playing with this particular group and you know how we're gonna react to it,
Well, that's
it
how
may
I wrote
not
the
end
door.
up
Yeah.
correcting. Yeah, like
I
the
will
way you intend.
attempt to walk straight through it.
Yeah. That was really funny, and it worked out perfectly though.
It was really good.
Yeah, I can't really think of much else. You guys
How's
had like,
everyone feeling after the session?
how is everyone
Yeah,
feeling?
yeah. I
I'm
am.
good.
I am on now since
Okay.
last.
Well, here's the thing.
last
I
Tuesday.
did leave something out. A racist, transphobic
Oh yeah.
orc who is intentionally self-destructive and has emotional issues tied to his parents arrives.
His name is Mark.
I'm sorry. Big yikes.
I personally am very excited for Descent into Avernus next week.
I'm excited and terrified.
We'll talk. We'll talk about possibilities for another character.
I got a cool character idea. You can't.
Danny does have a very cool. We could talk about that some, even though obviously it doesn't matter for a long time. So Danny sent me a very cool character concept. That he can talk about as much as he likes. But for the after Descending to Avernus, the next thing I would like to run probably would be not Forgotten Realms. I would be interested in trying Eberron. Which is more steampunk type vibes. It's like there was a huge civil war, and then there's a kind of it's like immediately after that. There are guns, like rudimentary guns, but guns like that kind of stuff.
So we have to like. So does
It would just
not
be
work?
a slightly different vibe. It's more pulpy than
How does that impact character creation? Is more what I was getting at.
you would probably make a more pulpy character. Also, you could have a gun, depending on what class you are.
Gunslinger.
I would probably allow the gunslinger, the Mercer gunslinger.
I would
with
love to run that class.
maybe some adjustments. It's a little strong.
If there are any adjustments, I'll play something else.
Ridiculous. But that's a long ways away. We're not even halfway through Avernus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm
We're
excited.
probably approaching halfway because things escalate very quickly.
Quickly, yeah.
I really, your feelings, Sean, really resonate with me in this moment because I'm really excited to play Avernus and hit things with my sword. That's
You are
what-
going to hit things with your sword.
That's well,
With your sword that you're holding with one hand,
yeah,
potentially.
yeah,
But
that was what I was gonna say. Oh God, I'm gonna have to
you
do
guys are in quite the sticky situation.
We are. We've been in a lot though.
Yeah, it's basically been a sticky situation every
Nonstop.
other session at least.
Yeah.
It's a tough campaign, honestly.
Danny almost got thrown off a bridge.
I wish I got thrown off a bridge so badly. I like ecstasy, but that would have been so funny.
Sean sent me a message on break today and said, "Throw that man into the camera."
I'm all for it. Honestly, I'm excited enough about this other character that death doesn't scare me.
Hell yeah.
That's a good place to
I
be.
like ecstasy a lot, but I'm not afraid.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
I don't know even. It's gonna be so interesting to build.
I really want to build like a cool multi-class thing, but I worry about playing it in the like leveling up progressively format.
See, it's funny you say multi-classic because I want my character to multi-class like 3 or 4 things.
Well, okay, see, if Udo were to die when we're like level 10 already or something, and I could just come in with the multi-class already rolling,
Yeah.
then I'd be good with it. But if I die like now, it'd be a little bit.
Should that be a rule? Should it be, because like in a long form campaign, obviously the multi-classing, or rather, let's put it the other way. In one shots and stuff, multi-classing gets really strong because you can just take the optimal levels of each class.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you're going to have more dead levels in a long form campaign.
That's
So
yeah.
should you be required to after your character dies, come in as only one class?
And then
No.
just like progressively, like multi-class every time you level up past that.
Yeah.
What if I want to do like an even split?
Then you would hopefully die at level 10 in a campaign going to level 20.
If I die now, it might not be a problem.
Actually no, but I was reminded of Matt Colville's character creation method, which is pretty interesting, which is your first time you roll stats in order so that you don't like get to control what class you play. Essentially, I mean, you can control, but you can't min max your stats that way. But then after that, you are allowed to. So like, if somebody's character dies, then they have a lot of control over what they get to play. But
it'd be kind of cool if we like gen characters for like a one shot or something and had to roll stats in order.
We did that a long time ago at one point.
That was the one that I got really bad stats.
I don't remember what I rolled. I ended up rolling for that.
I mean, depending on what level it's run at, it could be less or more impactful.
It was like my... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I think that was actually something that I ran.
Yeah, you ran it. That might have been the one where I played the fighter barbarian. And because my highest stat was strength, and it was like a 15 at level 10 or something. Mm-hmm. So it was really bad. So I did champion fighter, half orc, barbarian, and just fished for crits. Because like even if my stat is terrible, I still hit on a 19 or a 20.
That sounds right.
It wasn't very good.
And if I remember, that was the Trickster's Labyrinth campaign, which lasted for like half a session.
That was such a long time ago.
Yeah.
Jess, when are you gonna run?
I've been actually thinking about that for the last like 10-15 minutes.
Jess, Star Wars RPG.
What?
Danny, run the Dune RPG.
I need to get it together.
You should, Danny. What have you been doing?
All kinds of stuff.
Fishing. Some sea bass that look more like a C+ to me.
More like egging, am I right?
I don't know. I don't have Animal Crossing.
There are a lot of eggs involved.
Actually, something that's really cool that I've been doing. Here's something that I started yesterday. It's sick. I will show you. This is how, one second.
Viewers, I don't know if you know this, but we are premiering a Danny Walsh original live for your viewing pleasure. Oh shit! Danny, your mic cut out.
It's totally muted.
In my head, Jess was just like, "I'm not letting anyone see this," and just turned it off. Oh,
Hello.
You're back.
yeah, there you go.
Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go. Satellite radio. Y'all get the boom boom.
Stop. Copyright infringement.
Greg, I'll kill you.
Oh.
Alright. The thing is, it's on my stream. Awkward. But
Oh my god.
I can pull up your stream.
no, this isn't for the D&D initiative. This has nothing to do with this. I think we're done. I thought we were done with this game.
It's still on, but I can just close it out real quick and say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.
Thank
God
you,
bless you
anybody
all.
who's for watching my terrible campaign. We'll be back next Sunday.
Campaign was lovely.
Hush.
6:30.
Hush.
Now I know the DM Blues is on setting already. It's coming. We will be back next Sunday with the greatest DM of all time, Mr. Sean Stead, running Descent to Avernus, and we're gonna find out what happens to my arm. We are the
Entire
D&D
character.
Initiative, and thank you for watching. If you're not also blocking your eyes.